Hey there, YTPC. It's your boy Cosmo, Cat Dad Piper. Gonna do a tobacco tasting for you tonight. Tonight I'm gonna try Cornell Diehl Cross-Eyed Cricket. And take a look there, it looks pretty dark. It smells really nice. Let me read the description here. It says, this has a base of unsweetened black Cavendish with Turkish, Latakia, and Perique, all blended in a light rum punch flavor. English or aromatic, take your pick. So, tin note, I'm getting definitely like the darker part of the black Cavendish. A little bit of smokiness. Almost like a espresso meets vanilla. So it's slightly sweet but very stout. And yeah, so a little bit of smokiness. It almost reminds me of like a s'more, but with like dark chocolate. It smells fantastic. I've smoked this the other day, but it was a little too wet. It kept going out, so I let it air out. I've got my cob pipe here, the Diplomat. I've given it a char light, so we'll give it a true light here. And we'll come back and see what this tastes like. Alright, we're back and I've got it lit. Giving it a few puffs. I found about this tobacco through Smokey Dan, his review of it. He described it very much like tiramisu, which I've mentioned in past videos is probably my favorite food ever. And it was in my top 5 tobaccos that I wanted to try. I will say the room note on this has got to be fantastic. One thing I will say, this is definitely what I would call a sipper, just taking very small draws, barely having it touch your lips or the tip of your tongue. That's how I've gotten the most flavor out of it. You definitely get kind of this espresso, roasted coffee, but with a very slight sweetness. I mean, very subtle sweetness. Not quite as far as to say it would be vanilla. Almost more creamy. Think like creme brulee or cheesecake. Just kind of topping off that coffee. Now, if you do bigger draws, it's still nice, but it becomes very stout. So you lose some of the sweetness. And with the bigger draws, you do get more of a noticeable pepperiness, probably from the Perique. I wouldn't say it's smoky like an old dark fire, but that smoke's going to come more in play with like the roasted, toasted coffee flavor. Now, if you don't like coffee, that's not saying that you won't like this. Um, but if you are a coffee fan, that kind of profile is very familiar and prevalent in this. Just a reminder, this is my tastings. This is what I'm getting. If it's something that you're interested in, by all means, check out other reviews, do your research. I will say this. Johnny, Saltwater Piper, this might go excellent with your Manhattan Special because they're very similar flavors. So I think they would complement each other really well. So if you pick up a tin of that, let me know. But I think it would work rather nicely with that. Yeah, this is one that I'm just going to nurse. Just basically like barely letting any touch my lips. Maybe, slide across the top of my tongue and then let it go. It's not as tiramisu as I was hoping for, but then again, it's not tiramisu, it's tobacco. But I definitely see what Smokey Dan was talking about. I definitely enjoy this thoroughly, so if it sounds like that's something that might be interesting for you, do a little more research, and I say go ahead, check it out. As always, thanks for watching. God bless, and we'll see you soon.